Hey guys, that's Josh again. Today what we'll be doing animation with CSS. So that's what we'll be doing. If you who are on it, there's what it does. There's the magic it does. So we'll be going through this from scratch. Without wasting much time, let's just get started. Great. Welcome again. So welcome to Demystifying CSS with Code with Josh. Yep. So without wasting much time, let's just get started. We have a plain sheet now. This is my live server. So let's just get started. HTML, pull up my template, and the title is Rainbow Text Animation. Rainbow Text Animation. Right. I've saved. Nothing is working. Yeah. Let me switch off and turn it on again. Right. Close this. So this now and then this. Alright. Let me zoom in. Alright. So run with text animation. Right. Let's heading H1, which is all in caps, right? So caps lock rainbow text animation, right? And a p tag, right? Paragraph for my name, Joshua. So let's give it a class called text animate or text animation. Yep. And then my name is what? Joshua. Joshua. Good. Let's save it. Alright, we've saved it. So let's jump on to right. So now this is it now. This is it, rainbow text animation, and then it was in the center, right? It was in the center, so let's give it some styling. So we won't be concentrating on the HTML again now. All we'll be doing is CSS. So let's target the body. The body, and let's give it a margin top. Margin top of 15%. Let's see it. Interesting. Oh, I haven't linked my CSS yet, so let me link my CSS. Oh, I forgot. Link CSS. I think that does it now. So let's see what. Let's go back. Okay, so margin top now is 15%, and no, margin top 15%, and I think that will be all. Now let's start the text, which is text animate, text animation. Now let's give it a font family of Sego UI, right? Sego UI. So Sego UI. Let's save it. Now let's go back. As you can see, Joshua now is with the font family Sego UI. Now let's give it a font to it. Let's bold it, make it large. very bold. Font weight, let's give it 700 pixels. As you can see, that's where this font weight bolded it 700. Do 700, and now let's give it a font. Let's enlarge it by font size. Say I don't use pixels. Let me try. Let's use rem. Let's save it. Let's go back. Voila, it's now like this. Font size, Josh. Alright. So now let's jump onto the magic. Let's start doing some magic text animation. Now what we'll do is the background. We'll set the background to background color. That's fixed. The fixed colors hash I should have hash CE. Alright, let me minimize this so that I'll enlarge it. 4 to say 46. Great. Now it has a background of this color. It's somehow red, but it's faded. Yep. And then we use background color. Now the meaning of background and background color is that the background color sets it to automatically to, let me set this to background color and save it. It's still the same. And let's set it to background. So the background, we are setting it in such a way the background will have or will combine or will contain many colors. Yes, so the background, it's a CSS property. It's a CSS property. We are telling the browser through the CSS that we are coming to declare many colors. We are coming to combine many colors, so you should be aware of it. Yeah. So hash same color. Now what we'll be doing, what we'll be using here is a background, and then the property we will be specifying is a conic-gradient. Sorry. Now the conic-gradient, it behaves as, let's say, the color wheel. We all know the color wheel. Conic-gradient, or let's just say a pizza. I'm going to buy a pizza. It has slides, and every slide is with a color. So the color wheel, every slide of the pizza stands or represents a color. Yes, and then what we'll be doing is that we'll be assigning colors to it, because as you can see, it has different colors. Yep. And as you can see, the divisions, that's what we'll be doing here. Now we'll be specifying it, and then in order to avoid blur colors or using blur colors, we would have to give it a percentage. So let's say for a start, let's give it a percentage of say 20%, or no, let's just be using this 16.3 decimal places, 6%. And we give it a comma. Then let's say we use a different color, since we've been the color is dominant, the creamish red. Let me say creamish red color is dominant. Now let's use a different color, say E16 541. See, yep. This is all some kind of faded orange. 16 points, same. To prevent being blurred, the percentages should be doubled. And now let's use the same color again, since we want it to be equal, hash the same color, and we give it a percentage of this time let's give it a percentage of 33. Yes, 33%, 33.33%. Let's give it a comma. Let's change the color again. F1 8 F 4 3. Yes. Now let's give it a percentage of C. Let's give it the same 33%. Yes, 33.3%. And another color, say hash 8 B9 86 C2. Let me see. Good. Some kind of faded green. Alright, so you can see the changes now. So there's the point, the middle, the point, the middle of the cone, or the middle of the pie chart, or the middle of the pizza. It's here, and then the slice. So I'm slicing them into their various colors. Yep. Let's give this a percentage of say let me say 50%. Let's try 50%. It doesn't work out, we come back and change it. Let's give it the same color again. I'll double the color with 50%. And now let's change that. Let's give it a new color, hash 4760 say 98. This is also a faded color, blue. Yep. Let's save it. As you can see, it has shown here, and let's give it a percentage of say 66%. Yes, 66%. You take 60.666 of the background, and blue again, hash 66.666%. Yes, and now let's give it a comma, else we'll be looking for this comma somewhere, and then we wouldn't be seeing it. Okay, let's give it a different color. Let's see one. Let's see a faded violet, hash capital E 74898. Yep. Now let's give this the largest percentage. Let's say 83%, 83.333%. Let's save it. Awesome. So now let's work on the magic now. Let's give it a background size. Let's give it a background size. Let's give it a size of, take the size of 50, let's say 57%. It's just a try now. And now let's give it a background. We should repeat, the colors should repeat. Let's see, yes, repeat. Let's see it. Good. Now the colors are repeating now. And now let's target what's the text. So we are taking off, what we'll be doing now here is we are taking off the background color, and then it should focus on the text. So let's use this custom CSS functions. So webkit-background-clip. we use background clip. Yes, background clip. Now, yeah, what are we clipping? Clipping the text. Let's see. Now, as you can see, it's gone. Now, let's display the colors now on the text. Say background, this will webkit-fill-color. Webkit. No, it's webkit text fill color. I think. Why has it been cancelled? Transparent. Now let's use transparent. Let's save it. Good. So as you can see now, the background is transparent and then it has been focused on the text. Good. So the next is, now let's call our animation. And so the name of our animation is rainbow text animation, right? Animation. Now let's give it, okay, so this animation, this will target in the reverse order, right? Let's just say the reverse order for should animate on page load for how long? Let's say it's 0.6%, 0.6 seconds, sorry. And now the ease, it should ease forwardwards. Now let's save. And what else? What next? Now, since as you can see, when you hover or when you bring the mouse on it, it animates and changes colors, right? And then it changes to a cursor, right? So let's do that now. Since you see this is an insertion point text, meaning it's depicting that this is a text, it's not a link. Yes, so let's try and make it behave like a link. So cursor pointer. Yes, so it should be a pointer. So now, as you can see, it's a pointer now. Good. So you are done with the first phase. Now what we'll be doing is that when we hover, nothing happens, right? But here when we hover, something happens. So let's hover. So let's select dot text animation. Now we hover, right? So this hover simply means let me say, how should I, okay, or the mouse na fa text na swa, yep, or the mouse no if our text na swa, something should happen. So what should happen? Let's signify it. Let's code it over here. So this should happen. Animation. Now with the animation, we go back to our rainbow. Now we really use the reverse one. We didn't use reverse. We'll just use the main rainbow text animation. And now with this animation, the same 0.6, it should animate 0. The longer should be animated 0.6, and then it should ease forwardwards. So let's see it. Now let's try and see. Interesting, nothing is happening. Wow, nothing is happening. Bye. Now let's try the next ones and see. Maybe if it doesn't happen, we'll come back and check on it. Rainbow text animation. on Hoover. I'm not doing something right. Okay, let's jump onto it. Now what we'll have to do is we'll have to set some logic to it, since as you can see with this, if you refresh, oh no, okay, I get it now. Shouldn't have refreshed it. It's gone. Okay, so the logic is on page load. So what we'll be using is keyframes. Now what the keyframe is, it does is that it's target. So let's target. What are we targeting? We are targeting the animation, which is rainbow text animation, right? Rainbow text animation. Now what it does is that the keyframe, what it does is that it's a CSS property that determines a starting point and an ending point of an animation. Yes, of a transition in an animation. So and it has stages. So let's say from the first phase we are setting it, let's say we'll be using percentage 2. So on 0% of the transition or of the animation, the background size, the background size of the element should be set to let's say 100%, or no, let's give it a 300% and see what will happen. 300%, and then the background position should be set to sorry, background size on the start, it should be little. Yes, so let's say 57%. Our normal 57% we know, yes. And then the position, let's set it to let's see, top should be 0, and then the right side should be also 0. Let's see it. And so in the middle 20%. So for every 20% interval of the element, the background should be also 50%, 57%. The background size should be, let's see, 57%, and then the background position should now, let's see, 0, and then let's give it, say, a 1 on the right, 1 rem. Now on full transition, since it's full, the background size should be, let's give it much more, let's see, 300%, and the background position should be -9 rem, then 1 rem, I think. Okay, so as you can see, the logic is working now. Now this for rainbow text animation. Now let's target rainbow keyframe. Now let's target rainbow text. Sorry. Rainbow text animation reverse. Rainbow text animation reverse, and then let me just copy this. It will be the same. Copy, we paste, but with this it will be the other way around. starting from 300 since it's reverse and there's forward there. Since rainbow text animation as seen as forward, so as you can see it's moving forward, right? All are moving from left to right, forward. Now the reverse should be the other way around, negative, meaning it's moving in the backwards form, reverse. That's why you are using the negative 9 rem and 1 rem. So on top negative, and then on right should 1 rem. And since so 57, this will be 0 0, and now this will be 57 and 0. Save. Good. So now let's see this. So if you hover, that's what happens. Okay, the reason why we have violet being dominant is that it has a percentage of 83%, 83 points. So we can, let's give it a 60. Now as you can see, the color is now dominant. It has changed. Let me see. Okay. Now it is giving reference to this now, blue. Now let me say I want this. Give it 54, 53, and this 53, and see what will happen now. So you can be changing them to suit your taste. Okay. So something is not right. I'm not doing something right. But basically that's the trick now. That's the trick. Yes. 8, 3. Yes. That's the trick. It wouldn't be just the same, but let me see. Okay, so what I forgot was I should have center it. So text align center. Awesome. So on here, as you can see, there's a trick now. Yes, so that is that. Alright, so thanks for watching, and kindly subscribe for more CSS tricks. Yeah, I came across an article and then it was very interesting, so I decided to make a reaction towards that. So I'll leave the link, the article's link, below in the description, so you can follow up, and then it has many stuff over there. I found this to be very interesting, so I decided to make a tutorial on it to help you guys know more. Alright, there's an episode 1 of Demystifying CSS. So thanks for watching, and kindly subscribe and share. Alright, peace. Logged out. Thanks very much for watching. Great, so since we are done. Let me enlarge it, and this is it now. So the body, we gave the body margin top 15%, align center, text align center, and then this was the font family, the weight and everything. And now we gave it a background color of reddish, say creamish red, and now we give it a background. So we are telling the browser that we are coming to combine colors, so we should give it a default color of reddish creamish red. And now this is the color combination we made, which is a conic-gradient. So the conic-gradient behaves, as I said, like a pie chart, or let's say a pizza. It has a slice, so each slice containing a different color with a certain percentage. And then we gave it a background size of 57%, and it should repeat. As you can see, we came across that. So we are setting the background clip. So what are we clipping? We are clipping the text, right? So we are setting the text, and then we are setting the text now with the color fill to transparent, so that we could see the colors on the text itself. So we gave it an animation which was rainbow text reverse, and now the time, how long it should animate. It should animate 0.6 seconds. Then you should ease forward. And now if you hover on it, or if you put your cursor on the text, if you put your mouse or the cursor on the text, should behave as should turn into a cursor pointer. As you can see, we saw that. Now we gave it a hover. Now when you hover on it, that I said, or the mouse in the text as well, this is what it should happen. And now the keyframe. So the keyframe is like a logic. We are given the animation, the logic, that on 0% of the text, the background size should be 57, and then the top should be 0, and the right should be 0. That's the background position. So 20%, so meaning every 20% of the background, this is what should happen. And then on the full size of the background, this is what should happen. And this is forward, meaning rainbow text forwardwards, and then this is the opposite, rainbow text reverse. So that is it. Thanks again. Kindly subscribe and share. Peace. Logged out.